The library? What are you waiting for? Go inside. You can't make me. I'm guessing he wants to go to the archive, because he loves... Oh god, the wrong button again. Archive. As I recall, this door leads to... the archives, right? Go on in. So, the proof is here? You'll see. I'm guessing it's in there. Holy, that's a lot of documents. And this place takes Dusty to a whole new level. I believe you'll find enough valuable information in this room to warrant putting up with the dust. I definitely think it's definitely the one that he's standing in front of. The bookshelf is packed tight with thick files. Allow me to give you a word of warning before you decide whether or not to look at those. The shelf contains hundreds, if not thousands, of case files, crime scene photos and all, including some that a normal person wouldn't be able to handle seeing. Just a warning. What do you mean, unable to handle? Every single one of those are cold case files, internal, confidential police documents that would, under normal circumstances, never see the light of day. Huh? Blah 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 blah. Okay, can I talk to you now? You understand if the oh my god, I have to look at every single bookshelf. The shelf is full of notebooks and folders. I wonder what's in them. Those files are dangerous. Dangerous? The shelf contains detailed data on the people who run the world. It's info civilians would never know. You mean like our members of the Diet? I mean the people controlling them, the true ruling class. If you don't mind being erased, go ahead, take a look. You'll find a lot of surprising names in there. You're joking, right? Care to find out? Just to be safe, I'll abstain. I know one of these shelves has cookbooks. The shelf is packed edge to edge with files. I reached out and picked one at random. A fine choice, huh? It's a copy of a case file from a certain country's national archives concerning the assassination of one of their presidents. They're planning at long last to unveil it in 30 years from now. Just don't come running to me when you become a target for learning that information early. I silently return the file to its place on the shelf. Can I... What else is there? Oh, come on. Blah, blah, blah. I hit the wrong one. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, just what else can I investigate in here? Because, like, there's literally nothing. What's this? It's an empty wooden box. From the markings in the dust, I guess there used to be something in here. Do you know what used to be in this box? There was an extension cord in there. I brought it to the library. An extension cord? Okay. Ooh, a lamp. Hey, I recognize this desk lamp. Yep, it was one he was using. It's just like the one Togami was using in the other room. It's a lamp. What of it? There's another one of these here that I brought into the library proper. The lighting is dismal in there, so it's necessary to read. So, have you come to appreciate how extraordinary these archives are? This room is the reason I was so interested in the library. Confidential police and government documents. These that would never be available publicly. Fill the room. It's glorious. You weren't joking. You have this terrible habit of deciding things must be false if they don't fit your view of reality. I have no idea how you can even expect me to believe that all this is real. And anyway, who could have collected all this, and how could they have done it? Either Kyubogamine Academy is just that influential, or the puppet master just didn't want me getting bored. I just want to sock him. I can do this. I can keep up with him. This is just too outrageous. What? Do you still not believe me? I'd like to know how you can, any normal person couldn't. What is normal? Normal, average, simple. They do not exist. If you can't comprehend that, you can't possibly understand the fundamental precepts of this world. My ears are starting to hurt. You're also basing your comment on what you consider common sense. Don't apply your pedestrian common sense to someone in my position. Jackass. Mr. Rich Boy over here. These documents are here are, without question, legitimate. Having seen them before, I can attest to that. He's seen them before? React. Wait, you said you've seen these before? But all these are highly classified documents, aren't they? Then why? My house has a reading room in it much like these archives, though it's not nearly as small and dusty. What? Members of the Togami family have full, unrestricted access to government data. And not just domestically either. Why? How? Do you remember what I said about the true ruling class? The Togami family is part of that. Noble blood flowing through my veins, blood that will one day have me sitting on top of the world. Rich boy, rich arrogant boy, I want to kill him. As one of the rulers, it is necessary for me to have a vast wealth of knowledge about the world. So whenever I had the time, I would read whatever documents or records interested me. And that is why I can say, with absolute certainty, that all the files here are unquestionably real. This is no longer a question of whether I believe it or not. I'm starting to think Togami is infinitely more terrifying than the Puppet Master. If he had the resources to do whatever he pleases, then yes, he would be more terrifying. But right now, he's completely powerless. The things that are interested me most were the police case files for unsolved crimes. Ever since I was young, one of my hobbies has been looking at unsolved case files. It was a great way to work my mind, and I solved more than a few cases while I was at it. Lately, there's been one case I've had a particular fascination with. The Genocider Shou serial killings. No wonder he knows so much about it. As he spoke, Togami pulled a single file from one of the shelves. This is that file. Every report filed on Genocider Shou case is right here. Because there's so much of it, I'll just give you a summary of the most important information. To start off, there are two unique characteristics to the Genocider Shou murders. First, Genocider Shou always writes bloodbath fever in the victim's blood somewhere at the crime scene. And second, Genocider Shou's victims are all crucified. The phrase bloodbath fever in the victim's blood and crucifixion. That's just like what happened to Fujizaki. Really? I did not notice. Hold on to your surprise. The interesting part has yet to come. The second characteristic is that he crucifies his victim is only known to those very highest levels of law enforcement. The media hasn't been giving that information. What? What I'm saying is the bloody calling card is public knowledge and anyone could find out about it. But only upper echelon of the police and Genocider Shou himself know about the crucifixions. Now back to Fujisaki's body. She was, as I recall, propped up as if she had been crucified. So the question becomes, how did the killer know that particular detail of Genocider Shou's MO? And that's where the problem lies. But there's an easy answer. The culprit was not a copycat, but Genocider Shou himself. I could easily suspect you right now. You are the only one besides actually Genocider Shou who knows about the MO. You know it. I'm pretty sure it's you. This is my proof that someone here is actually Genocider Shou. Or you could have done it. Then, it's true? Someone here is a demented serial killer? This case has gotten rather interesting, hasn't it? Who would have expected we have an infamous homicidal maniac participating in this game? I suggest you look over this file yourself, Nagi. I'm sure you'll find plenty of useful information in it. If you come begging and crying, I'll consider showing it to you. Can I kill you first? Let's look at that file. Seriously, Togami's pissing me off. The book and blah 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 blah. Oh, I have to talk to him about it. Hey Togami, do you mind if I take a look at that? The Genocider Shou case file. You are neither begging nor crying, but I suppose I can let you off easy. And you are about to get my fist to your face. You can look at it as much as you want here, but you cannot take it out of this room. Dun dun dun! With my nerves on high alert, I took to the file from Togami and began flipping through it. My hand stopped when I came to a page containing a series of crime scene photos. Oh, snaps. Names and pictures of Genocider Shou's victims filled the page after page. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Gaku Shoji, 23. Issei Kano, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Datoro Komatsu, Takefumi Guno, Yoji Onda, Osamu Tsuji, Naohisa Uchida, Masamune Takashi, and on and on. At the very least, I have learned that every single one of his numerous victims are killed and crucified in exactly the same manner. In addition, he always leaves the victim's bloodbath fever in the victim's blood at the scene. Take a look at the next page. I'm sure you'll find what's written there very interesting. The next page. And his shocked expression again. Suspect profile. Murders either occur late night on weekdays or during the afternoon or evening on weekends. They most frequently occur in the early afternoon on weekends. Based on the above information, we believe the suspect is, with a high degree of probability, a student. Additionally, we have evidence showing that the suspect remains at the scene for extended periods of time, and then flees from the scene in a panic, as there have been no reported sightings of the suspect. It appears he exhibits this peculiar behavior irrespective of any external influences. Based on this apparently illogical, inconsistent behavior, we hypothesize the suspect has a severe case of I hate when I get tongue-tied. Dissociative Identity Disorder. DID. Did. In short, they're saying it's possible Genocider Shou is someone who has multiple personalities. Multiple personalities, like the sort of thing you see on TV. And once again, things have started losing touch with reality. But everything else I've heard leading up to this has been far, far from more unbelievable. Does the fact that this doesn't seem quite so strange mean I'm becoming desensitized to absurdity? Okay, the case file is now in our ammunition. Alright then, let's get going. When will the hand-holding stop? Huh? Get going? Going where? Out of here. We don't have any more business here. Hey, hold on a second. Togami! Seriously, that guy needs to stop. And yet again, I found myself chasing Togami as he walked off without me. Okay, well, I'm done with you now. I have other business to attend to before the class trial. Huh? Already? Oy vey, you thought we'd be together forever? Oh, I skipped it. Whoops. The rest of the investigation is on your shoulders. See you at the trial. And with that, he disappeared from my sight. He recruited me out of the blue, then fired me just as suddenly. Part of me feels like I got dragged around by the collar, but there's no denying that thanks to him, I gained a lot of valuable information. Genocider Shou, the villainous serial murderer responsible for Fujisaki's death, is apparently one of us. Somehow I've got to figure out who that is, and to do that, there are a few places I need to go. First is the scene of the crime, the women's changing room. I should also check out the men's changing room. Next, some of the others might have information that I don't, so I should try talking to them too. Okay, then, after that long time with Togami, we should head back to the crime scene. I'll see you guys. Well, let's head over there now. Again, walking through the hallways. Wait, it was on this floor, my bad. Into the pool!